What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. First thing first, I really want to thank every one of you who have prayed for me for my speedy recovery. Of course, it was not coronavirus, but it was the bad weather that really got me. It was a bad cough and cold. I'm still recovering, pretty much out of breath, but still, I thought like it's about time I got back in the game. No more sickness. So today's fragrance, we're gonna talk about Megamare from the house of ORTO Parisi. Now this is like a controversial house. A lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it, but personally me, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it, but under certain circumstances. Now let me read out the notes, but let me point out one thing. You'll not find any notes in Fragrantica or many other websites that we usually use to find all these notes and other information. But there are reasons, because the perfumer Alessandro Gualtieri, if I'm not mistaken, this person, he does not disclose his creations, like the notes and everything. But I found a website called knows.paris.com, and they had it listed over there. So I'm going to read it from that website. So they say on the top, you got bergamot, lemon. On the heart notes, you got cologne, hedion, seaweed. And on the base notes, you got ambrox, cedar, and musk. Now, guys, let me quickly show you the box. It's a very interesting box. This is what the box looks like. Very nice. Looks like your regular cardboard kind of paper, brown. You got the infinity sign over there, and I believe there's a very good reason why you see the infinity sign over here. At the back, you see you get some literature, some text whatsoever. That's the bottom. The box opens up really nice. So it opens like that, and it just opens up like that. Wow. So basically the perfume, the bottle sits inside, and this thing's just lock it down. So yeah, that's about it. That thing that you see, it's some kind of an RFID tag. So that was from the store. So let me just put this away really quick. Let me show you the bottle. Now this is only a 50 ml bottle. Here's the bottle. I'm gonna post a picture maybe towards the end of the video. And this is a beautiful bottle. Very simple, and I don't know if you can see the juice color properly, but in the picture you can see it. It looks kind of like the ocean. There's like an inky kind of blackness to it, but it's got this bluish tinge. And if you look at the cap. So basically this perfume, Megamare, this thing captures the yin and the yang of the ocean. That's the kind of feeling that I get. This is the reason why I say it's very controversial, because like to the nose, it feels very, very synthetic. Like there's nothing natural about it, but there's something really pleasing about this fragrance. Now about the cap, I was talking about the cap. So if you have ever been to a shipyard, or if you have noticed a ship or a piece of metal that's been lying near the sea, the salty air, the salty water, I mean, there's kind of corrosion, and the minerals and the salt, they react. You see this kind of a texture, like the metal kind of corrodes, and there are textures like, I don't know, copper, zinc, they have this weird kind of mixture, the alloys. It's so beautiful. I mean, when they say they captured the essence of the ocean, the vast ocean, I mean, it totally relates. And on the top, there's, I believe what they said, I don't know if it's true or not, but to the touch, you can tell like it's a bit cold. So you could tell this is a piece of conch shell, a real one. That's the atomizer. Pretty simple. And yeah, nothing on the inside. There you go. And the cap pretty much sits tightly. You could pick it up, but don't shake it too much. It just sits tightly, doesn't lock. So, let me tell you guys what I feel about this fragrance. Now, the first thing that I said, it's the yin and the yang of the ocean. What do I mean by that? The moment you spray this fragrance, there's this beautiful sweetness, and there's some hints of citrusiness. I mean, if that makes sense. But it just projects the moment it hits your skin within seconds. This thing will just boom. It will go boom. It's an absolute room filler. It's an absolute monster. I call this fragrance a monster. There's good reason for that. This is a super duper performing monster beast mode fragrance. Too many adjectives. Maybe I spoke too much, but these are my feelings though. I mean, this is what I feel. The moment I spray this fragrance, there's this like I was saying, there's this slight citrusy part, but there's a ton of saltiness to this fragrance. And there are those green vibes, but let me tell you, the green vibes come in like way later. Projection wise, this thing probably, I don't know, it just projects the entire day. I don't know how to place the graduations here. Like, do I say 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours? No. 6 hours down the line, this thing is still projecting like a monster. I mean, it just becomes a monster over time. This is the kind of perfume this is. And when I talk about the yin and the yang, what do I mean by that? I'm trying to say that initially when it starts out, you feel like you're going into this ocean on a big ship, maybe I don't know, one of those wooden galleons from the Spanish era, whatever. I could be wrong. Wasn't ever good or bright with history, so please forgive me. But like I was saying, you're sailing out into the sea. It's calm and quiet. You see clouds, storm clouds far in the horizon. And as you progress, the more deeper you are inside the ocean, the waves come and splash you. That's the kind of feeling you get, like you're getting the salty air. I mean, the air is becoming salty, more humid, and the splash of water left and right. Your ship is bobbing up and down, rolling and pitching, and the storm starts to come in slowly. Rain clouds, the storm clouds, it's brooding. It's a brooding storm. That's the kind of feeling you get with this fragrance. And at this one point, like it becomes so dark, it becomes so intense that you're caught up in this like massive storm, and there are those dark notes that start coming out. There's, I don't know, there's some kind of a chemical kind of vibe to it. I don't know, it probably, if I'm not wrong, but it kind of feels like iodine. If you ever smelled iodine tincture or iodine solution itself, like if you ever caught a whiff of it, I don't know, it's not in a bad way. That's why, like, I think many people hated this fragrance. A lot of people hated it. And like I said, this is super synthetic. But I mean, it does not appeal to everybody. Some people really disliked it. A lot of my colleagues, my coworkers, they said, Brian, this is one of those fragrances we did not like. And then there was some, they were like, the hell is this, bro? What is this? It's massive, it's monster. I can smell your fragrance all the way from the other end of the room. And it's a very big room, not a tiny one. So that's the kind of performance you get from this. So I usually go with like 2 to 3 sprays, and this thing just performs the whole day, more than 12, 16 hours. It just pushes it. I don't know what this thing is made of, but it just pushes. It's got the superpower. And before the storm ends, imagine that mythical kraken coming down from beneath the ocean, just grabbing your ship and just bringing it down. The power, the massive strength, the mythological stories that they say. I got a kraken ring. It's got a YouTube video too. So, I mean, I did an unboxing. I displayed this ring. If you want to check it out, go check it out. Super, super, super stuff. But let's get back to the fragrance. I'm getting deviated. So imagine like that kind of a strength, like that kind of a mysterious, dark feeling. But all the while, with all that massive amount of saltiness, you get the sweet vibes too. Maybe, I don't know, like if you put too much salt and then at one point your taste buds, your senses kind of think it's sweet. I don't know, maybe you get that vibe. But there are the green like seaweed notes. You feel it, like aquaticness is like very high. And one thing to notice over here, this is not your usual aquatic fragrance, not the one where you get that eggy or rocky, the mossy, like rotten moss, or some people say rotten egg kind of smell. It's not that. Definitely not in that neighborhood. No way. But this thing's got like a beautiful opening, nice, subtle, calm and quiet, and then eventually it ends up in a big brooding storm, and with the kraken coming and grabbing you from underneath and just pulling you to the bottom of the ocean. Like, your senses just go blind at one point. And there's this feeling that you're totally immersed in this vastness of the ocean. And probably that's why you saw that infinity sign, like forever. This perfume, Megamare, just lasts all through the time, like the entire day. If you spray it on clothes, good luck taking it off before like 2 to 3 weeks. Even still, you'll smell the spot. If you smell that spot where you applied it, you take a whiff, like even from that far away, like 6 to 8 inches away, you'll still smell it. It's that fucking potent. It's that potent. So guys, if you're interested in something like this, if you're looking for a true beast mode fragrance, do not look any further. Go ahead, do yourself a favor, get a bottle of Megamare. A little goes a long way. This is super potent, and I highly recommend, like, again, this is not for the faint of heart. When I bought this fragrance, the seller told me, Brian, this is not for the faint of heart. So if you're not ready to experience something very and truly powerful, please don't go for it. He was a very nice person. So I took the chance, and it looks like I didn't make a mistake. I really liked it, really enjoy it, but I usually put it on days when it's not like super humid or anything. It's hot, but not super humid, because on days that it's super humid, kind of really becomes cloying, and I'm in it. I personally have trouble breathing this thing in. Like, I get headaches sometimes, so I can imagine people who do not like it or who do not have the tolerance for such heavy fragrance, they'll have a hard time sitting around you or staying around you. This is one of those fragrances, if you overdo, you're not gonna get compliments. Of course, like I said, it's a very controversial one, but of course you're gonna get bad remarks from people. I don't want you guys to get bad remarks. I want you to guys get compliment. So guys, that was my take on Megamare from the house of ORTO PARISI. And please let me know if you own it. Do you like it? What do you hate about it? What do you like about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have come this far, please do not forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell icon too. You'll get all the updates whenever I upload a new content. So until the next video, guys, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.